Hello everyone, this is Venugopal. Today in this session, we will find out the solution for this question. The question is write a program to accept n elements of one dimensional array and then display sum of all elements of the array. Now we already learned the concepts of one dimensional array as well as two dimensional array. If you don't have any idea, please watch my videos on arrays. Now the program is to find out the sum of all elements. First we need to enter n elements. N elements. Then we have to display the sum of all elements. Okay, so first of all, what we need to declare here, first of all, let us include some header files, mandatory header files. So stdio.h, then I'll take a main function. Then the first thing is what I want to declare one array. Suppose the name of the array is, I'll take like a numbers. And here I'm not going to declare, for example, here I'm not going to initialize the elements here. For example, if I'll take the size max like 100, but at the same time, I want to ask the user printf enter the size of array, because here we need to do the program for n elements. So what n elements, whatever the elements entered by the user, that many elements we will consider into this particular array. So to take that n size, we'll take here one variable as a n. So user will enter the value. So that value will be scanned into that particular variable. So we know that here the value will be %d because integer value is going to be entered, address of in n variable. That means I am getting the size of that particular array, the number of elements to enter into that particular array. Okay, now you know that very well how to enter the elements to the array. So what I will do now, again one message I will give to the user. Please enter n. Instead of n, I'll write like %d elements. Whatever the user entered, right? So comma, here I'll take a n. Now to take elements, we know that whenever array we will use, you have to use this what looping structure. Any looping structure you can take for do while or while. So before I need to declare this counter variable here, and here you know that the array will be start with the 0 index, I less than n elements. Now n is what? N is the size which is entered by the user, right? So that's it. Now here what I will do, I need to take the elements from the user, the first thing. Okay, so scanf, right? Then in this bracket I'll take a %d comma, I want to take the elements where into the array. What is my name of the array? Numbers is my name of the array. So index will be I, right? If you are getting any confusion in this, how to read the elements and how to print the elements, do watch my video on arrays, right? Now I have scanned all the elements now here. So all elements will be entered in this particular numbers. Now what I need to do here, I want to add that all numbers. For example, diagrammatically I'll show you. Suppose I have an array. Let us take 5 elements array. Suppose the user entered the size of the array is 5. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Suppose the elements are like, if I'll enter for example 5, then 2, any random elements, 1, suppose 4 and 3. These are the elements. So we know that the indexes will be like what? 0. The first element will be stored at 0th index, then 1, then 2, then 3, then fourth index. What is the name of the array here? The name of the array is numbers. Okay, so whatever will be the address of the first variable will be stored in this particular number. All concepts I explained. Okay, now I want to add this all numbers, sum of all numbers. The second, right, what we need to do, the second thing, display the sum of all elements. This is the second one. Entering the elements done by this loop. Okay, now we want to add all the elements. Okay, so how to add the elements? If manually, if I'll add these all numbers, how you are going to add these numbers? Naturally, you will take from the first number, right? You will take this 5 number and you will add with this 2. What is the result? 5 plus 2 is 7. You'll store temporarily somewhere into your memory. Now in the next time, you will add this 7 with this 1. Yes or no? Now 7 plus 1 is what? 8. You again store this variable temporarily in some particular location. Right? Now next time you will add this 8 plus next number. That is 4. The result will be 12. Again you are storing in a temporary variable or memory. I'm saying variable intentionally because you need to take some variable here. Because you're holding that number as well as you're adding this number to the next digit. Now the result is 15. The loop will be terminated and the final answer will be 15. That is what we are expecting to print finally. But here we are looping to all the elements. So we know that looping to all the elements is quite easy by taking the looping. But to add this all elements, what we require exactly? We require one more variable. For example, I'm taking sum. Sum is variable. So I can take the formula like sum is equal to sum, because I need to add the first element also here. So sum plus I'll take the first element. If I want to take first element, I have to take the help of number. Then index is what? The number of 0. Then it will return what? Whatever the number stored in this index, it will return. What is that number? 5. To whom we are adding? To some particular variable sum. But if I not initialize this variable with some particular value, it will take any garbage value and the result will be the garbage value. Yes or no? That is the reason why whenever you declare this sum, always remember you should compulsorily initialize with what? 0. So at the first time it will be add will, that means what, the first number will be add with the 0. The result will be, of course, you will add anything with a 0, the result will be no change. Okay, so 5 will be stored where? At first time in sum. Yes or no? Now again this formula is going to execute. The loop is going to execute for the next number. The sum is equal to number of 1 now. So number of 1 is what? 2. Now what is the value in this sum now? 5. So 5 plus 2 is what? 7. 7 will be stored where? Sum. Because assignment operator. Always right hand thing will be assigned to the left hand side variable. Now again loop will iterate. Right? It will give the number of 2. What is the number of 2? 1. So what is the earlier value in sum? I'll write here, okay? 7 plus now 1. What is the value? 8. Where it is stored? Again into sum. What is the next value? 4. So what is this? 8 plus 4. That is 12. Where it is stored? Into the sum. Okay, next addition. Now sum is what? 12. So 12 plus next number. What is next number? Suppose 3. 15. Stored again back to sum. And there is no number left. So we are going to print this sum. You will get the final answer. Absolutely easy task. What I will do here in the same program, if I'll do like this, just here, I'll take sum is equal to sum plus numbers of I. That's all. I'm reading the elements here and immediately I'm adding to this particular sum, right? But sum is what? I don't know. I have to declare it because compiler will throw an error. Sorry, boss, I'm not recognizing this sum. So always remember you have to initialize this with a 0 so that the first number will be added with the 0, the number will be same. Right? The logic already explained in my just in the application. Now the finally here I'll print what? Directly I print printf the sum of all elements in array, or explicitly if I want to write numbers array is, where is the total? Percent D, comma, the total in sum. That's it. I've I read some all elements. Immediately I'm adding that elements to the looping structure. It will take the first number as whatever the user has entered. Okay, don't worry. Right, I'll enter this only 52143. For that, before I need to enter what? The size of the array should be 5. Okay, so let us run this program. Before running this program, I need to store, I need to save this one. So it's not a C++ file, it's a C file. And here I'll write like sum of array. Always store your program with a proper name so that you can retrieve back. Now again, chalo, compile and execute this. Some errors. What happened? Include spelling is misspell. Okay, no problem. Oh my god, what happened? Semicolon is missed. Sometimes it's good to have some errors. Okay, enter the size of array. I entered 5. Now see, it's asking for please enter 5 elements because I have wrote the code like that only. See, and please enter percent D elements, means whatever the size will be entered, it will be asked that much elements only. Then I'll enter, so every element will be entered in this numbers array, and immediately I'm adding that to the and stored in the sum variable. So directly we'll get the answer only because printing statement would be this one last. Okay, so let us go and suppose what are the elements we need to enter. Let's go back and check 52143. Yes, so I'll enter 5 2 1 4. Sorry, it's not 40. Oh, it's gone. Okay, we cannot back now. Anyway, the result would be some addition, but this time the figure is not going to be matched that 15. Okay, because this time if we'll add orally, okay fine, we'll add this one. Okay, 47 plus 3 is 50, 51, 53 and 58. Okay fine, no issue. Okay, but still I'll enter the same digits only. Okay, so let us do that. Yes, enter the size 5. What are the elements? Let us check back. 52143. Okay, 52143. Your answer is 15. Absolutely no surprise because we have already executed manually here. This is called as a dry run. Every programmer should run the program dry run. Dry run means what? Without taking any help of the computers, you are running with your mind only, so that your logic will become more strong. This is my advice to everyone, or every program you should see before writing a code. I've shown you the dry run here. Yes or no? This is called as what? Dry run. Dry run. Don't go on my writing because I'm writing by using mouse. Okay, it's a dry run, right? It's a good practice to improve the logic. So anyway, we have got the solution for write a program to enter n number of elements and display the sum of all elements in very easy steps. I hope you have gotten a clear idea. If anybody asks the questions like this, then you would be now ready to handle that kind of questions. So please do comment me how did you like this video. If you're not subscribed yet my channel, so please subscribe and don't forget to click on the bell icon and please turn on all notifications for updated video whatever I'm going to create. So till then, keep watch. Till then, bye bye.